Meanwhile, Sarah Palin, who gave what, in my humble opinion, is by far the best speech over the weekend, who said many profound things, and in many respects very humorously. She is trashed by the Bush people. The Bush people are everywhere. It's like cockroaches. All right, I put that on my checklist, too. There we go. I'll be right back.
He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, everybody. Hour 2. I'm Mark Levin. Our number, 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. That Medvedev, or whatever the hell his name is, the number 2 in Russia. You know how he and Putin keep switching off? I'll bet he's really nervous about us tapping his phones. That guy looks like he's really into the 900 numbers to me. But that's a whole nother story. Anyway. So Sarah Palin is trashed. Her speech is really over the top. In other words, we, conservatives, are trashed because of our views. Well, now, I want you to hear a little bit of what she said, because I think you'll agree with me. She gave a hell of a speech, and I want to give a hat tip to our buddy Brian at Right Scoop, who recorded all this. Here she is, cut 11, go.
When our founders declared our independence, they pointed to a long train of abuses from a distant, arrogant, and dictatorial government. That train is leaving the station again, and the challenge now is first to see it for what it is, and then to stop it in its tracks. The problem isn't bureaucrats in Cincinnati going rogue. And it's not honest reporters and their parents being targeted for just doing their job. And it's not 20-something security contractors leaking government documents. The problem is government grown so big that it intrudes into every aspect of our lives. It's grown so arrogant that it thinks that we work for it instead of it working for us.
Wow, how radical. How out of tune. My God, what's wrong with her? Cut 12, go.
And we also will never build our majority, friends, by just silently acquiescing to a totalitarian surveillance state, which is what we're becoming. If we just let them tell us to sit down and shut up, which I refuse to do. No. We have nothing to gain by just loudly condemning the tactics of the left while we retreat and quietly adopt their philosophy. Because we are a free-born people, and the day that we forget that, the day that we stop worrying about the tyranny lurking around every corner, which Barack Obama just told a group of graduates recently that they should ignore and forget about. No, that's the day that we lose our freedom. That's the day we stop being citizens and we become subjects.
Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Here's a little bit more. Cut 13, go.
For instance, militarily, where is our commander-in-chief? We're talking now more new interventions. I say until we know what we're doing, until we have a commander-in-chief who knows what he's doing, well, Chief, in these radical Islamic countries that aren't even respecting basic human rights, with both sides, they're slaughtering each other as they scream over an arbitrary red line, Allah Akbar. I say, until we have someone who knows what they're doing, I say, let Allah sort it out.
I say the same thing. I mean, are we supposed to be arming Al-Qaeda now? We don't know who we're arming. We have no idea. Meanwhile, the Islamo-Nazi regime in Tehran remains with this phony, we have a moderate who was elected. A moderate? Folks, are there moderate Nazis? No. Are there moderate fundamental Islamists? No. This is all a PR scam. Do you think the Ayatollah would allow a moderate to win an election by over 50% of the vote? They play us for fools. Iran is on the move. Iran is funding terrorists. Iran is building nukes. And all these jerks can talk about is how to intervene in Syria. We're losing Turkey, a NATO ally. People are finally rising up with little d Democrats, not Islamo-Nazis, rising up against the Islamo-Nazis. And what are we doing? Nothing. Meanwhile, the same idiots out there who pushed, the Arab Spring in Egypt, the Arab Spring in Libya, when 10 years ago they were telling us how cool Gaddafi was working with us. Now they're pushing the Arab Spring in Syria. By the time we're done, Al-Qaeda will own the whole damn region. If that's the Arab Spring, count us out. I'd like to see an Arab winter. And then there's one more. Cut 14, go.
Our government spied on every single one of your phone calls, but it couldn't find two pot-smoking, deadbeat Bostonians with a hotline to terrorist central in Chechnya. Really? And it's built apparatus to sneak into all of the good guys' communications, but whoops-a-daisy. It missed the Fort Hood mass murder of our own troops, despite this Islamic terrorist declaring his ideology in numerous Army counseling sessions and on his own business cards. But whoops, no red flags there. Whoops, really?
And I bet they even had his phone number. And I'll bet they even had all the phone calls he made.